Welcome to the Real Estate Espresso Podcast, your morning shot of what's new in the world of real estate investing. I'm your host, Victor Menashe. On today's show, we're talking about open banking. If you're in the banking industry and you're part of their software development teams, you know all about open banking. But if you're just a bank customer, you probably have not heard about it. Open banking is a set of protocols and application programming interfaces that allow for third-party financial technology companies to interface to customer data in a controlled way. This allows for partnerships with the bank to offer a wide array of products and services. There's initiatives in the UK, Europe, Canada, and Australia, and strangely, the US seems to be lagging the rest of the developed world in these initiatives. On today's show, we're going to be looking at what is happening in Canada, which appears to be near the forefront of these initiatives on a global basis. Back in 2018, the Canadian federal government announced it was establishing a committee to explore the merits of open banking for Canada as a nation. As the concept gained traction around the world and consumer demands for more convenience, it became clear that it was only a matter of time before open banking fundamentally reshapes the industry. You could think of new entrants in payments, banking, lending. Is it possible we could conceive of Apple mortgages, where you could apply for a residential mortgage directly from your phone? I believe the answer is yes. So exactly what is open banking? It refers to the opening of internal bank customer data and processes to other parties through specific digital channels. It includes the secure sharing of customer-authorized financial data with third parties or the distribution of partner-based products, such as those created by companies like Apple, to bank customers. Some of the people I speak with foresee Apple mortgages in the future. Now, I'm not sure I want Apple to be my lender, but if they make it easy enough, maybe there will be a segment of the population who will be open to getting a home loan by interacting with their phone. Open banking offers many possibilities to improve financial services and the customer experience, and it ranges from more straightforward uses like account aggregation, facilitating client identification, to a host of creative products and services that solve specific customer pain points. While the fintech companies have been around for years, they've played at the fringes of the banking system. If given direct access to bank data, processes, and infrastructure, it would help them build products and services on top of what already exists. Some of the tech giants are likely to be players in the world of open banking as well, and I believe the banks could be among the biggest winners of open banking if they too seize the opportunity. There's a lot of different potential applications in open banking. For example, participants could use transaction data to access creditworthiness of businesses or consumers beyond relying on the traditional credit bureau checks or financial statements. It would have the benefit of providing good quality information to a potential creditor without the negative credit rating impact of a credit inquiry to a rating agency. In another example, businesses could better integrate expense tracking and transaction data across multiple financial institutions and third-party providers. It would help with their accounting activities and their bookkeeping. It would allow online bookkeeping software to better integrate multiple accounts from multiple institutions, provide an integrated business management solution. See, sometimes businesses are asked to open a bank account with a particular bank as a condition of a commercial loan. But if the company has its primary banking relationship with another bank, they're not going to want to abandon their primary bank. They just open their second bank account in order to comply with the requirement of the loan. Integrating banking into a consolidated view could definitely simplify corporate record keeping. But of course, any discussion of opening up banking records brings questions of both privacy and security. The standards for access to records, along with making the systems as secure as the banking systems, is of paramount importance. Ensuring that those third parties who gain access to your financial records maintain security that is equal or better to the bank systems, and that becomes of paramount importance. Banks are looking for ways to reduce their physical staff and to reduce the number of bricks and mortar branches they need to maintain. The transition to open banking is seen as a way to move more of the entire banking experience online. If customers are comfortable using advanced services embedded within a mobile app on their phone, then the need to visit a branch for simpler transactions will disappear. It'll allow banks to reduce their cost structure by reducing staff and reducing their expensive real estate. The second major question is to understand the economic model. Customers are conditioned to get a tremendous amount of value for free these days, and the entire world of social media has proven the viability of that model. But if you're not paying for the product, then you're the product. That's a very common adage. It's become increasingly popular in recent years to describe the predominantly digital business models that offer some form of service to consumers free of charge, while extracting economic value from the underlying customer data in return. So the question is, if we're going to be willing to receive value for nothing, are we consumers going to be comfortable without knowing how our personal data is being used to market new services to us? This is an arena we're going to want to pay very close attention to in the coming months and years as the open banking standards are developed and the regulatory bodies grapple with the difficult question of how this data gets used. I don't have any answers for you today. Just wanted to put it on your radar so you're paying attention to what's happening in the world of open banking. As you think about that, have an awesome rest of your day. Go make some great things happen. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.